Hey, welcome back. I'm Erika Bell. I'm a professional home organizer, and here are things to throw away, part 2. All right, a good rule of thumb is if you have not used something in the past year, and if it does not hold sentimental value, it's probably a good candidate for something to get rid of. And when I say things to throw away, things to get rid of, I really do not mean straight up in the trash can, right? Donate it when possible, sell it if you want to, give it to a friend, give it to a local school. Those are the things I mean, okay? So I may say trash it, you get what I'm saying, right? Okay. All right, here are 15 things that you can throw away. Number 1, outdated electronics, things that are beyond repair. This may be phones or computers, anything like that. You get rid of it. You're not going to use it. Get your stuff off of it, whether you transfer your info and then either sell it or let them recycle it. You can take your old electronics to a place like Best Buy, where sometimes if they can refurbish it, they'll give you a gift card and you can use it towards some new stuff. Regardless, they're going to wipe it. Your stuff's gonna get off of it. Nothing will be, it's all secure, that sort of thing. Also, check your local dumping station, your local trash, what's the official title? Anyways, where you would take stuff like the one that we have close by, they smash your stuff to pieces. So they don't walk through and completely wipe your stuff, but they're recycling it by smashing it. So anyways, see what you are most comfortable with, depending on the device, of course. Some of it, if it's super secure things that are super personal, then of course you want to get that info off. Maybe you can wipe it yourself, that sort of thing. Otherwise, take it to one of those places, see what they can do with it, and it will at least be out of your home. Number 2, this sounds so silly, but broken headphones. I think we all actually just have a lot of pairs of headphones, right? We have a backup pair. We got a pair that we got on an airplane. We have a pair that does not even work with any of our devices, that sort of thing. Go through your headphones, get rid of the ones that don't work. Definitely get rid of the broken ones. You guys, I had the craziest thing happen. Working at a client's house, had my headphones in. Well, unfortunately, I left my wireless headphones on the plane when my family and I went on a family trip to Mexico at the beginning of this year. Dealing with 2 kids in an airplane, I guess I just left him. Anyway, so that was kind of a bummer. So I'm using my my wired headphones, and all of a sudden it starts making this popping noise in my ear. I'm like, oh my gosh, something is about to explode in my ear. Needless to say, I definitely did not chance that again. That was too weird, too freaky. Got rid of them. But you guys know the ones that you use and the ones you don't use. Get rid of the ones you don't use. Number 3, this is another one that may sound silly. A lot of these may sound silly, but I see it time and time again of people that just have these and it's just taking up space, right? So number 3, get rid of old batteries. Take them, dispose of them properly. Get rid of them. Some of us, we have those rechargeable batteries. They just never worked right, or maybe they don't work any longer. Get rid of them. Or just plain old dead batteries. Take them to the dump. Take them to the local place that you can actually dispose of them properly. Get them out of your house. Number 4, old artwork. I have this look on my face because I know that can be sometimes tricky. For my own personal artwork, I have no problem getting rid of it. But as a parent, I know that sometimes is touchy. But I think you will know the pieces of artwork that your kid is super attached to, super proud of, that you just love. Keep those pieces. I'm not saying get rid of everything, but get rid of the set. We still have a lot of paper that comes home, and not everything is a treasure. Don't hate me when I say that, but you probably know it to be true, right? One thing you can do with this old artwork is you can send it into different companies, and they'll take your pieces of artwork and make it into a book so that you have it at least all put together. So that is one option if you just want to kind of consolidate things and make it look nice and pretty. But otherwise, I mean, probably more than half of the artwork that my kids bring home, we recycle it. I'd say we probably keep, I don't know, I'm trying to think how much we keep, but it's not a lot. Because again, like, it's just not all treasures. Love my kids, love their things. You will be buried under a mountain of paperwork if you don't do something about it. Number 5, electronic boxes. I do not see this as frequently anymore, and I'm not as guilty of it as anymore. I feel like we all used to hold on to all of the boxes for our electronics, right? We were like, well, we got to hold on to it just in case ... right? And I feel like that was more of like when things were like newer, iPhones just came out, or you just got your first laptop, you're like, I gotta hold on to this box. Heaven forbid I don't have the box. Now it's like they can look up the serial number if something goes wrong, or, you know, most things are so digital. You buy your phone somewhere, you have a loyalty account, they can look up your address to see when you bought it, all those sorts of things. So the reasons that we were holding on to them a lot of times is no longer valid. So let go of those old electronic boxes. Number 6, get rid of the clothes that you refuse to wear, or your kids refuse to wear, or your spouse refuses to wear, your partner refuses to wear, or your dog refuses to wear, your cat refuses to wear. Those clothing items that you either don't like how they look, or your kids will not wear them, or the other people in your home won't wear them, don't keep them. Sell it, give it to someone who will actually wear it, appreciate it, love it. 7, containers without lids. But probably don't need them. They're not serving half their purpose, right? Keeping things contained. Unless you have a need, like an urgent need for it, just pass it on. Number 8 is anything that stresses you out. All right, people are gonna, be getting rid of all sorts of things, right? But this is something that we hold on to. Say it was a gift, or say it's something that's broken. Sometimes we feel guilty about not liking a gift or not appreciating it, and so then we hold on to it. And then we're constantly bombarded by the fact that we don't even like it, and it makes us feel guilty, and we just have this bad cycle in our head, right? Get rid of those things. I have a closet and it is full of gifts. A lot of stuff is things that I will be re-gifting, things that maybe came to me that I very much always appreciate someone thinking about me. But if I'm not gonna love that thing to its full extent, why not then pass it on to someone else, There's no shame in that. Also, if something is broken, I just don't know how else to really urge you that it's okay to let it go. Something else to get rid of, this is just kind of a silly one. Number 9 is being perfect. Get rid of it, throw it away. You don't need to have those high of standards. Get it out of here. Number 10, pictures. Okay, I am not saying throw out your greatest memories and your most cherished keepsakes, anything like that. But no, I would never tell someone that, right? But a lot of times our pictures just really need to be gone through. We have so many duplicates of pictures. Some of those you can let go. Again, another option, like I was saying with the artwork, with pictures, also send it to someplace, let them make you a pretty photo album or do it yourself. And then you'll have them all in one place and you don't have a bunch of loose photos to deal with. Number 11, worn out towels. I don't know how, it's so weird. Some towels, I have had a towel that I literally was given for a high school graduation gift. It is like one of my favorite towels. I still love it. Yet I buy these other towels and they don't last but a couple months. It's like, what is happening here? Let go of those worn out towels. So often we keep these towels, rags, whatever, and we're like, okay, well, I'll use it for a rag because I need it for washing my car, washing my dog, washing this and that. But then they pile up too. So if that is you and you were just transferring your things from one area to the next, I urge you to go through them and really just get rid of the ones that you really don't need. Same goes for number 12, your linens. Does it have holes in it? Does it have stains on it? I don't understand what happens when my husband sweats in the middle of the night, but like it like stains. I guess it's just like with t-shirts and stuff. It stains our sheets. It stains our pillowcases. So we have these nicer sheets and then the pillowcases have these spots on it. And like, well, what am I going to do with this, right? A lot of animal shelters still really will accept those types of things, linens, sheets, comforters, towels, or those sorts of things. So it's still going to a good place. Also, you can donate them because sometimes people are looking for like mismatched stuff and it's kind of a whole fun little, aesthetic for them. So yeah. Number 13 is luggage. If it's outdated, if it is damaged, or if it just does not fit your current travel needs, let's get rid of it. Like maybe you always used to use a backpack and now you're just not that type of person. Maybe we get rid of something like that. I'm saying luggage, even though that's maybe not qualified as luggage, but you get it. Bags like that. Maybe you used to really be a duffel person and now you're like, nope, I only want a 360 spinning wheel hard suitcase. Like, trust me, someone else will appreciate those things if you donate them or if you try to sell them. Yeah, they will be appreciated. And really, when you're traveling and you're like already out of your comfort zone, the last thing you need is a bag that you're bringing that kind of annoys you or bothers you that you don't even want to be using, right? Again, I am not saying these things to be wasteful and not appreciate what we have. Please hear me clearly when I say that. That is not my intention. That is not how I live my life. I hold on to things probably too long. But again, then I hold on to things and I don't even like using them. My biggest thing that I ask myself is, would someone else appreciate this more than I do? And if the answer is yes, it is easier to let go of, right? So again, I know luggage is not cheap. Sometimes we spend a buku of money on it, but if it's no longer serving a good purpose for you and it's probably causing more headache, let's try to give it to someone else. Number 14, expired or unused gift cards. I hate when that happens. Nothing is worse than when you're like, yes, I've got this gift card, and then it's expired. Hallelujah for businesses that have gift certificates that never expire. You are the jam, okay? Many of us have like piles of them, whether we're gonna reload them or just use them at a future time. First of all, keep them with you. That's probably one of the easiest, it's the easiest way to remember to use your reusable bags is by keeping them with you. The easiest way to remember to use a coupon or a gift card is by keeping it with you, right? Keeping it on your person, keeping it in your car. But many of us have a pile, a stash, whatever. Go through those, see what you're no longer gonna use, see what's expired and get rid of it. And last but not least, number 15, old calendars or old planners from previous years. Okay, this is a really funny story. I was with a client recently and super funny guys. And they're like, no, we can hold on to our calendars because they're good every like 4 or 7 years, whenever the dates kind of realign again. And I just died laughing because for one, I think he was serious. But for two, it was just like, that is thrifty on a whole other level. And listen, hear me. If you will do that and you actually have space in your home to house those things for the next 4 or 7 years, whatever, then be my guest. Most of us will not do that, are not gonna do that, aren't even thinking about that, aren't planning to do that. We just hold on to it because we're like, I don't know, are we gonna look back? And listen, if you wrote your goals, dreams, all of those things in something and you want to reference it, that's different. But again, most of us, we just put them aside because we don't know what to do with it. Listen, I kind of like the idea of having like a ceremonial, like burning ceremony type of thing, burning those things. It's kind of releasing it into just kind of making way for new stuff. Do something like that if you want, if it makes you feel better. If you're gonna reference it, by all means do, but most of us don't. If you fall in that category, just give it up, I would say. All right, what are some other things that you feel like you were so happy to get rid of, or that you feel like you need to get rid of, you were surprised by that you still had? Just leave me some comments, and please make sure to subscribe. Like I always say, it is free to you, easy for you to do, and it means the world to me. I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much for being here.